going on? Pat McLaughlin here from SnareDrumTV.com. This is episode 40. In this episode, I'm going to show you a really quick Swiss Army triplet exercise that will really help you improve your Swiss Army triplets. If you want free snare drum sheet music for this snare drum exercise, simply head over to SnareDrumTV.com if you're not there already and register as a free member. As a free member, you get access to the snare drum sheet music for this exercise, and it only takes a second to do. Alright? For those of you who are registered and ready to rock with the exercise, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay? So like I said, this is a Swiss Army triplet exercise. It is short, sweet, and straight to the point. Alright? In the first measure of this exercise, we're going to play the first and third partials of the triplet. Okay? On the downbeats, or the first partial, we're going to play an accented right-handed flam. Okay? And on all the third partials, we're going to play a left-handed tap. Okay? So, all in all, the first measure will sound like this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Okay? Easy enough. Now in the second measure, all we're going to do is fill in the second partial of the triplet with the right hand. Alright? So it's going to fill out the Swiss Army triplet, and we're simply going to play 4 Swiss Army triplets. Okay? So the second measure sounds like this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Alright? So now I'm going to put those two measures together and play them back to back for you. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Okay? So, those are the two measures of the exercise. What we're going to do is put a repeat at the end of it and play those two measures again. So all together, the entire exercise will be 4 measures long, but it's just those two measures repeated. Okay? Now, you'll notice that it's super easy to learn, but it's very, very effective because it helps you smooth out and round out your Swiss Army triplets. A very common problem for people with Swiss Army triplets is to play them too tight and unevenly. Alright? So I'm going to exaggerate this a little bit so you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. But let's say you went to play your Swiss Army triplets in the second measure, and you're going along the first measure, it's all sounding good, and then you add it in. Okay, and the space between the first two notes is more like a 16th note than it is a triplet. All right, it's closed, it's crushed, it's uneven, it's jagged. Right, we don't want that with our Swiss Army triplets. We want them to sound very smooth and very flowing. All right, so this exercise gets you into that groove, that very cyclical and round groove with the first measure, and then when you add in the second partial and the second measure and fill out the Swiss Army triplet, you're already used to that momentum and that smoothness, and it helps your Swiss Army triplets out a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is play this entire exercise for you at 120 beats per minute. If you already have this exercise worked up and you want to play along, grab a pad and some sticks and let's do it. Right? Here it is. This is 120 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so that's the exercise. Like I said, short, sweet, and to the point. Alright? Learn it slow, work it up gradually over time. And another thing that I really suggest you do with this exercise is to play it off the left. Alright? Work up your Swiss Army triplets off the right hand and off the left hand. By doing so, you will really help improve your vocabulary on the drums, as well as just work out your left hand a little bit more too. Okay? So, a great, simple exercise that's very, very effective for working up both the speed, the smoothness, and the sound quality of your Swiss Army triplets. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay? Last thing, as always, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate your support. If you haven't checked out the Facebook page yet, go over to facebook.com/Snare Drum TV, like the page, and say hi on the wall. I'd love to hear from you, hear what you think about Snare Drum TV and all that. So if you haven't done that, again, facebook.com/Snare Drum TV, like the page, say hi, and we'll start talking on there. All right? So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time on Snare Drum TV.